Hey guys, this is Subnautica Bro, bringing you another Subnautica video, of course, because, this is a channel about Subnautica. And today will be interesting facts about Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, and, a fun day. So, as you can see on the screen, the first we will be talking about is the Reef Back Egg. Now, there were originally supposed to be Reef Back Eggs. Even in the pre-release version of the game, there were Reef Back Eggs, so you could have baby Reef Backs in an aquarium or alien containment facility, whatever you want to call it. And that is honestly really cool. I would love to have a baby Reef Back, but because it's a Leviathan class creature, and also it was really big, it kind of messed with everything. So I understand why they had to take it out, but still, it would have been really cool to have a reef back in an aquarium. The next interesting fact, number 2, is about the sea dragon egg, which is, also a Leviathan egg. So for a lot of the same reasons why the reef back egg wasn't implemented, the sea dragon Leviathan egg also wasn't implemented, probably because they wanted to keep it exclusive to the 3 sea dragons that were in the game, instead of being able to get like 50,000 of them in the game. I mean, that'd be hard, but it could happen. So yeah, but there's also a really nice Easter egg, which in one of the precursor facilities there is a sea dragon egg and also a reef back egg. So honestly, that's a pretty cool detail that they didn't need to add, but they did, and I find that really cool. And for interesting fact number 3, we'll be talking about the sea crown, which is a key part in the story of the game because you need it to craft the hatching enzymes. But you can only find it in 3 places, and besides the hatching enzyme, it's honestly pretty useless because it can only use it for the hatching enzyme and to look cool. So, that's pretty funny. But, funnily enough, in the first ever Subnautica playthrough I played, I had a farm of sea crowns, and I didn't even know what they did at the time, but it just made the outside of my base look super cool, and I liked it. So yeah, and interesting fact number 4, we'll be talking about multiplayer, as the funny picture shows on the screen. Now, I'm pretty biased to multiplayer. Some people hated it and never wanted to be added, and some people were like, gosh, why didn't they add that? But in my opinion, I didn't really care. I would have played it if it was added, but I also don't really care that it wasn't added. Now, me and my friends play Subnautica, but normally we just go on to like a chat or a call, and that's enough for us, and we just play Subnautica like that. But honestly, I think it'd be pretty funny if multiplayer was added. But it'd probably be bugged out, so they had to fix that, and that'd probably take a lot of time and effort, so I understand why it wasn't. And our next interesting fact is about this guy, which was an unreleased creature for Below Zero. And there's another picture where it has sort of like a stony head, but I wasn't able to find that, so we have this guy. Now, honestly, he's just pretty odd. Now, I'm fine with the horror aspects of Subnautica. I actually kind of like it, as you'll see in the next interesting fact, but this is spooky and odd, and I'm kind of happy it didn't get added to the game, because, I don't know, I just feel like I'd get creeped out by this thing if it actually was in the game, and it just snuck up on your sea truck or something. But yeah, now moving on to the next interesting fact, the Void and the Ghost Leviathans. Now, this isn't really about the Ghost Leviathans, but in Subnautica right now, if you go past the Void or the ecological dead zone, you will find an adult Ghost Leviathan. Eventually, another one will spawn, and then another one will spawn. So you have 3 Ghost Leviathans on your hands, and honestly, that's good enough to scare most people away from the Voids, except the maniacs who build a base in the Void. But originally, there was supposed to be a tentacle that gets you from the quote-unquote Void bottom, and it would pull you down to the Void. And I feel like that would have scared the crap out of me if that was actually implemented. I mean, a tentacle just grabbing you and dragging you down in an endless abyss. But, so thankfully that wasn't added. But now on to the last interesting fact. We have this guy, who was actually not added to Subnautica. It was a Leviathan class creature. I don't know too much about it, but it was probably not added because there were already so many Leviathans in the original game. And if they were to add it, they would probably either have to add it in an odd zone that doesn't really make sense, or they would add it in a place of another Leviathan. And honestly, I like all the Leviathans, so I'm kind of glad it wasn't implemented, but it doesn't really fit any of the other Leviathans. So, the only place I could see them putting it is maybe instead of the Reaper by the Gun Island, that guy was there, and it sort of had something to do with the precursors. But honestly, it's sort of whatever that it wasn't added. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. This was Subnautica Bro. Make sure you leave a comment on what you want to see in the next video. Tell your friends so that we can grow this wonderful community. And I'll see you guys later.